By the way, the one more combo, guys, of the
Welcome
Joy and
to
Angela
Mobile
is crazy.
Legends.
You go gain bonus shield on top of the existing shield
That
of
you
the
already
Joy.
have.
You have movement speed in your ultimate, which Angela also provides. Your focusing mark that you're also dealing with the Angela talent as well deals both stacks with KLVJ's ultimate. And then if that all fails, you still got a heartstring. So yeah, this is a very scary combo coming out from Bleed. We'll see how they execute it to the T.
The main priority that we are looking out for is level 4. Once FMM gets himself to level 4, or perhaps even KLVJ, I think that is where Havoc will pretty much happen. So, right off the bat, we are experiencing, we are looking at the fact that KLVJ is moving more towards the purple to orange buff rotation. So he wants to pilot and just kind of like focus down onto the EXP lane, while things are a little bit of the same coming from Homebois. They are all generating themselves over to the northern part of the map to focus and prepare themselves for the upcoming turtle. So control of the territory is ultimately going to be very important for both of these teams, since both of their jungle rotations is super.
One thing I'm looking forward to analyzing on for this game is the rotations in these early to mid game kind of strategies. You see, Bleed, they are sticking with the norm. They had the Angela, they had the glue going up in the EXP lane and getting that early level 2. But Homebois, on the other hand, they're playing it very, very safe, very, very defensively. And I talked a lot about heavy lane and loose lane. So in this point of time, Bleed should be looking at just targeting onto the EXP lane as the heavy lane. You want to keep Paquito under pressure at all times. If Paquito's under pressure, you have a very slow rotating EXP lane. The turtle dance is ensuing. It's a little bit slow. Super Jox starts on with the fight.
Hex does have the ultimate from Angela as well. KLVJ will take his own. So looking in, it's going to be Super Jox that seals the turtle away from the King, but FMM comes in. He's the true damage off. Oh, he picks up Super Jox, and now KLVJ running for the continuously running. Yigu gets dragged all the way underneath her. KLVJ coming in for the secondary engage. JPL vengeance all the way out. Bleed will lose the turtle, but they still take one person down.
That was a very, very smart play by Bleed. Support our players who are representing with pride, honor, and passion. Scan that QR code and fill in the code. Hashtag our pride, our passion.
I find it fun to see a Valentina actually getting herself the hard guard.
Yeah,
I love to see that. Now, of course, with that all said and done, we pretty much have a relatively good idea as to how these two teams pretty much clashes against one another. Even though it is so early in the game, you can see that there's a lot of sustainability that can potentially happen into the later stages. Both teams, they want to leave the gold lane as it is. Let it be a matchup of skill. Because both of these players, it seems like they are very, very confident in their capability.
Okay, ultimate activated as well. Bruno Pure tries to split dash around, but walks right into JPL. He does the final slash! What? Homeboy stack and Spore walks right into JPL final slash. Oh
That was
What am I
beautiful to
watching?
watch. That was beautiful
No,
to watch.
it's literally walking straight into your damage. JPL is like, hello.
Now, that is a testament to what we can expect from Bleed's team fight, right? JPL is capable of pushing out that big final slash, but what happens afterwards? That's the problem. What happens afterwards? Are they able to capitalize on that? Will they be able to do anything?
There's a bloody hunt as well. Here comes FMM's hard guard at the same time. Final slash will not be able to connect anything for now. So all is a-okay. Crisis averted, but that's a hard guard. Gone in 5 seconds towards the turtle fight.
Homebois are really sticking together this time around. They are leaving that EXP lane open. You see the first rotations coming in with that lane swaps. But Homebois, they should look for easy game pickoffs.
That's another hook. The decimation will come in. Zagino coming in. Flicker forward. The swamp combo. The duo from Tornado and Mega as well coming in. KLVJ. And then you enjoy the beats of the joy as the members of Homebois fall. Retri will not be available. Bleed secures the turtle for now.
This is very interesting. Like Homebois, they were set up, they were rotating towards the turtle a little bit sooner than Bleed, but Bleed still had the better of them because of the mishook by Darius. Hooked over the wrong person, hooked over someone that would wipe out the entire backside of that team. And yet really needs to farm up, really needs to buy a lot of time. Okay, JPL.
JPL, Vengeance coming in, Margaret coming in, clutch, Hex trying to make a play, but Dak will be there, FMM, the true damage healer after all. He just needs to play this game with only one finger, and he's still taking 2 members down.
So the hard guard came in clutch to really give them a lot more of the space and the opportunity to eventually fight back, since the catch momentum just doesn't really quite work out in the early stages anymore because of the hard guard, right? In the later stages, that is where the hard guard starts to have more of a diminishing returns, because Homebois will eventually congregate together, they will have so much more damage. So the hard guard eventually will come in as a secondary priority from saving anyone that got caught. But the primary priority is, like you said before, Jace, is to really bolster the defense of this very fragile Joy.
2 questions right here, right? Bleed, next time you see the items, take a look.
Yep.
Deck does buy the robe boots as well, so that means that something is a miss right here, but for the side of Homebois. Pex, do you take the hard guard? That's the biggest question, because I'm not too sure how the Valentina's interaction work. Right?
No, it's not a roam.
It's not a roam boost,
Yeah, it's
right?
not a roam
Okay,
boost
maybe
yet,
maybe that thing, the UI is a little bit more of an issue. Just want to double check on that. But okay, Pex, as the Valentina, do you take the hard guard? You're not able to do damage if you go to hard guard as a Angela, am I right or not?
Yes. You won't be able to do anything from that point.
So which means that you remove yourself as one of the main damage dealers from the side of Homebois.
But you sort of have a free teleport over to whoever's getting injured or in a spot of bother. So it's sort of like an imminent backup for any member of Homebois. But for Bleed though, their only key contention is to keep Pure No Cure at bay. Once you keep him at bay, you don't have that burst damage. And like we said during the draft, Homebois really need to play towards that early game. If they keep buying time, if they play towards the late game, they will have a tough time.
Ultimate already committed by KLVJ. Looking at the retro fingers, still going to be secured by Bleed. Derry right here gets immobilized at the same time. JPL steps forward just a little bit. The spray coming out from Bleed, not enough to do any damage, but Homebois will lose one. But Brandon coming in for the flag at the same time though. He's in a spot of trouble. Pex comes in with the Angela ultimate. JPL looking for a slash, but will not be able to find it. But no! I said it! The cast is cursed! Strikes! Final slash! Catches nobody, unfortunately. He's the one that got caught instead. But Dak with a snipe downtown just will be able to do the damage control as both these 2 teams just disengage.
Renazapathe from Dak. Oh man, that was a very good snipe, good follow up from Bleed, but a little bit slow on the trigger.
No, there's also one thing that we were talking about is about the Valentina, right? Valentina with the hard guard, right? It gives them a very good idea that they want more global presence, right?
Yeah.
When Pix gets himself that the hard guard, he got global presence, he give a shields, and once it pops out, he immediately can start doing damage.
Yeah, but he's doing that because he's reacting to Bleed's drop.
Yes.
And remember, I'm on the side where I don't want to be reacting, I want to be taking the drop, right? So it's just Homebois adapting to what Bleed wants to do, and Bleed is taking over in terms of the map control, evidently by the kill score.
I on the other hand, want to debate to that, right? Because personally, I feel that, yes, at points in time, you want to dictate your own pace of the game and create your own tempo. But right now, because they are behind and they are kind of losing out in the early stages of the game, I think it is okay to still be reactive and play a little bit off tempo. And whatever that you can get is, I mean, you just take whatever that you get, right? If Pegs wants to go for final slash, you are setting up for fight. But that also means that you need someone to really come in and follow up.
JPL walks into a bit of a wrong neighborhood. Bennett's rage pushes Homebois away. There's one flicker burn by Pex.
I just wanted to add on to both of you guys' point is that Homebois using or taking up Angela's hard guard to be a little bit more defensive within the plays does work, but we're talking about dictating the plays, being reactive and aggressive and dictating plays. Homebois, when you have a Franco in your team, you have to be able to go out fishing. You have to be able to secure kills. You have a lot of burst potential. On the top side, though, Pure Cure, very easy
immediately, you see what Derry does. The Bloody Hunt lands. Sakino flash. Oh, that's also JPL with a final slash. Wait, hold on a second. JPL, he's not a roam anymore. He's actually like an EXP laner. KLVJ going in. Double kill with the ultimate JPL. Wait, this is not a roamer. This is an imposter as he sets his up more team for success.
This is just going out bad for the side of Homeboys because unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the end
Oh,
of it.
not only just that, KLVJ will be able to absorb onto and deck doing Dogwood, shredding through, critical kill, Silver Jocks gets immobilized, like Inu coming out at the same time, and then again the lock.
Oh!
Deck, another snipe. Deck is not happy after game number 1.
Oh boy, right on the nail. Deck manages to get that beautiful snipe down. But Bleed, let's break that down a little bit. They eventually managed to find a very good kill just by the game of macro. And of course, we're talking about Lost Dance after all.
A lot of things going on for Homeboys. Homeboys actually had a very, very slight advantage. Yes, they were behind in gold. It's not much. They were behind in kills. It doesn't matter because they secured that first tier mid lane turret. In theory, Homeboys should have just opened up the entirety of Bleed's jungle and just made it their home. Play a little bit more aggressively. You have a little bit more damage from those power spikes. Just take pickoffs, buy pickoffs, but they focus. They decided to go straight towards the objectives instead, and they were a little bit too greedy. I think that they should just hold back a little bit, play towards their advantages within map control, map tempo.
It does seem like JPL immediately goes down, Dairy goes down in the meantime. But Deck, it seems like he's going to be in a little bit of trouble or not.
He's going to use a sniper like a shotgun instead. Girl try to push swaps over to the Nibiru as well. Deck on the chase. Meanwhile, KLVJ pushing down. By the way, Homeboys is taking losses right here. And there's another Lord that's marching down top.
I didn't even realize that the Lord went down, or rather, I just completely forgot.
Like
completely forgotten.
Yeah.
So this is the problem now. Bleed has managed to find a kill, or rather find a fight against Homeboys, and now no one's here to stop the Lord.
They're trying to stop it right now, but there's only 2 members making 3. Packs going in, trying to wait for in the mid lane at the same time, but Homeboys, they already lost the topside turret. Harry looking for some form of place to actually find him, but no, he actually misses. Immediately get punished. Kevin James pounces on top of him for now. The Lord will get cleaned up for now, and yeah, it's doing the damage. Then again, Crisis Averted for now. Torn apart memory just a nick of time, but JBL step forward to find a slash, and he flickers backwards. Suppression by Deck, and also not only just that, it's going to be KLVJ will be able to get out of dodge for now, but FMM is taking too much damage. Decimation coming in, and Silver Jocks is trying to pay it back. Bleed has successfully traded up. Homeboys topside and mid, and Bleed overstayed their welcome.
There's a lot of push and pull in this fight, and it is all dictated because of KLVJ. Unfortunately, KLVJ got outplayed a little bit here and there, and once he's still alive though. I mean, yeah, he's still alive because here's the thing. Whenever he got outplayed, he loses that dash, right? He can't follow up with dashes anymore. So now he will tell the entire team of Bleed, look, we cannot take a fight. I cannot pop my ultimate. Look, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. That's why you start to see that Bleed, they are not jumping onto the opponents to extend the Lord's health. It's because of KLVJ unable to pop out the ultimate. There is no creeps for him to continue dashing all the way in order to get that power spike of the ultimate.
In this late stage of the game, I think Bleed got what they came for. Taking down 2 tier 3 turrets in the mid lane and the top lane opens up a huge chunk of the map, especially towards the side that the Lord is spawning up. But to add on to your point, in this stage of the game, QVJ's job as a Joy is not to it's not basically to deal a lot of damage. It's just to keep a lot of members
No! Card! Okay, hover for it. Oh my god, Crisis Averted for now. The Homeboys will take this opportunity. Spotted 2 members down bot, but no, they're releasing the Lord pressure away. They're afraid of the King.
But let's not forget about Virno Cure. He's still going to be pushing down to the bottom lane. Homeboys is probably going to be expecting a movement from the side of Bleed, but now they have information that there are 3 down to the bottom lane, so all they need to do is deal with this 2.
Dairy stepping forward just a little bit over aggressive right here. Saginu does have the stack on top of him at the same time. KVJ coming in at the same time. Saginu, no! Bounces on top of Dairy this time around. Will be able to possess. He flickers forward, and the Lord goes over to Super Jocks. Homeboys right here fighting for dear life, and it's all down to Super Jocks extending that life.
Perfect execution from Homeboys, although I would say that they were literally playing with fire, as Virno Cure has created so much space. They have information, but Jocks was still kind of like not really very comical to the fight of the Lord. He should have just kind of like busted down everywhere, but the main thing, when I was looking at him, he was just kind of like standing there, waiting for the perfect time for the retribution, waiting for the perfect time to do things. So at least what he have in mind is not about the fact that the rest of members for Bleed is coming in, but what he's concerned about is, I need to land this retry and take this Lord.
A lot of stress on, definitely on
Yes.
Super Jogs right here, right?
Red team turret
I
has
mean,
been
right now,
destroyed.
it's just about Bleed just trying to defend this. Super Jogs coming in from the wall. The Bruce Passions come into the deck. Bottom side of Vernocor creating so much pressure. I don't think FMM can hold him down.
So it's a very, very, I would say, a lost lord for Homebois in this one. Unable to take down the minions as...
team turret
I mean,
has been
unable to take down the
destroyed.
turrets. As Bleed going on a very, very strong defense. Now the economy is evened out. Bleed should be able to look for kills again and again and again. Try to cycle the rest of Homebois, because Homebois, knowing how aggressive they play, knowing how confident they are going into team fights, Bleed should be able to single out one player of the team, should be able to do target prioritization. Derry at this point just throwing his body in. So I would say Bleed, try to look for Enya as best as possible, try to look for Derry as best as possible, but Pex is pretty much the forgotten one in the entirety of Homebois. If you notice, he's actually taking out QVJ's ultimate, going in with the Rhythm of Joy and clearing out the rest of the backline for Bleed.
So now the main thing that we need to remember is that the inhibitor turrets in the top lane and the middle lane for Homebois has been taken down. They did manage to take down the Lord, but that only gave them a temporary relief. In the eyes of Bleed, it doesn't matter at all that they got the Lord. It didn't matter that the middle lane second tier defense turret is down.
Yep.
Bleed, all they want to care about is to end the game with the eventual Lord. If they lose it, they can just do it over and over and over again. Because I don't think that there's at any point in time where Homebois will be capable of farming up to have more gold than Homebois, unless Bleed themselves make a mistake in terms of their number counts.
Okay, Vernocor punching down to JPL for now. But it's a little bit alarming for both these two teams. Right, Homebois, this is an early to mid-game draft. They're fighting in the late game right now. Bleed, on the other hand, they don't have a high ground. Their main strength and win con is to fight in front with turrets, and that's what Bleed did, right? Literally, to the point they have to throw bodies just to make sure that doesn't happen.
This is the macro plays coming through for Bleed right now. Experience her at the show. The vision orb is popped. They know where Bleed's location is revealed. Bleed was going to go for the loose man for Homebois, because they know that Vernocor is going to be on that offside, which leads to
That's
alone.
a bloody hunt that we missed. Unfortunately, Dag, the counterpart memory will be able to tag. Not even FMM, and this time around, Vernocor coming in for the flank. Will be able to send it up. JBL is like he knew, the only one left on the side of Bleed, apart from KVJ that's getting sold now by Homeboy. JPL is like he knew they have to run for the hills. But there he is asking, where are you going, my good sir? Can I introduce you to more damage? JPL, that's really trying to buy time.
Oh my god.
Jerry and Super Jogs at the same time. Vernocor are left behind. JPL will be trying to do it, trying to buy some
Red
time.
team
Bleed
hero
right
has
here.
been
They need to
slain.
buy time. Don't forget.
Red
Right
team
now,
base
Homeboy is
turret
knocking
has
on
been
Bleed's door.
destroyed.
And this could be the very GG push for member Mike and 5 on the side of Homeboy. They're all here.
Oh, wait, what?
Derry catch kill VJ.
What?
Bloody
Oh.
on, and ladies and gentlemen, Homebois has taken down Bleed.
Massive, massive play, massive find. Finding the right target, taking out Deck, and rendering Bleed useless for that last skirmish. Well played to Homebois.
I need to
That's
rewind that.